So, good afternoon, students. And today we will be continuing with the chapter which we were discussing yesterday. That is the cell, the fundamental unit of life. By this time, we all have discussed what is cell, then who discovered cell, unicellular, multicellular organisms. So this we all have discussed, prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. Then plasma membrane, the function, the structure of the plasma membrane, and the very important part, that is the isotonic, hypertonic, and the hypotonic solution. Now today we will be starting, or we will be discussing the following. That is, first we'll be discussing the next component, that is a cytoplasm. If we will look to the image in a simple sense, a cell is being surrounded by the cell membrane. Within the cell membrane, we have the nucleus. The structure and the function of the nucleus will be our next topic of the discussion. And this, the fluid-like material which is present inside, or we can say surrounded by the cell membrane, in which the different cell organelles are there, that is called the cytoplasm of the cell. So the cytoplasm is a jelly-like, viscous, colorless, semi-fluid substance that occurs between the plasma membrane and the nuclear membrane. And what is the function the cytoplasm performs? Cytoplasm acts as a store of vital chemicals like amino acids, proteins, sugar, vitamins. Now, one of the most important thing is that in the cytoplasm, we will be seeing the cell organelles are present. Okay, so this is the figure for the cytoplasm. This is in a simplified view given to us to have a clear-cut concept that where lies, or what is the location of the cytoplasm. Okay, okay, fine. Now, after this, we'll be coming to the cell wall. We'll be coming to the next topic, that is cell wall. In the image, student, you can easily see that a cell wall is a non-living, thick and freely permeable covering made up of cellulose. And if we say about the function of the cell wall, you can see the location of the cell wall. The cell wall is externally located, or we can say it surrounds the plasma membrane. And definitely, if we will talk about the function of the cell wall, then just a moment. Yes. So if we are talking about the function of the cell wall, it definitely determines the shape and rigidity to the plant cell. It helps in the transport of various substances in and out of the cell. So definitely these are the function of the cell wall. Okay. Okay, before proceeding further, let me ask one question to all. Just now we have discussed about the cytoplasm. Can anyone recall what is the function of the cytoplasm? Just raise your hand so that I will unmute you quickly. What is the function of the cytoplasm? As we discussed just now, the function of the cytoplasm. What is the function of the cytoplasm? Okay, just a minute. Okay, Jyoti. Jyoti raised her hand. Okay, Jyoti, you can unmute yourself.
In cytoplasm, there are many cell organelles present.
Okay, it is a fluid, or we can say a ground substance that provide the site for the cell organelle to be present. Correct? Okay, Jyoti, you can mute yourself. Okay. So now, as we have discussed now, the cell wall. So now again for the cell wall also, if we go for the discussion regarding the function which I have discussed. Tell me any one of you, just a moment. Okay. Yes. Shripati, you can unmute yourself. Shripati, unmute yourself. Yes, Shripati, what is the function of the cell wall?
It provides rigidity and protection to the plant cell.
And Shripati, whether the cell wall is living or dead?
Sir, mm, it is dead. It can be living also.
It can be living also, and you're saying it can be. Remember, cell wall is non-living. Okay, cell wall is non-living. Okay, Shripati, you can mute yourself. Okay. Now, after this, students, we will be coming to we can say one of the major area or the major portion of our discussion regarding the cell organelle, that is the nucleus. If we say about the nucleus structure and who discovered, definitely Robert Brown discovered the nucleus. Nucleus is a dense and spherical organelle. It is bounded by two membranes, both forming the nuclear membrane. And nuclear membrane contain pores known as a nuclear pore. The fluid, or we can say the cytoplasm of the nucleus, is called the nucleoplasm. Though this very image, which is highlighted over here, gives you the picture of just a moment, gives you the image of the, yes. So let me just show you with this. Suppose, student, as I told you that the nucleus is a double membrane structure. So suppose we plot it like this. Okay, so this is the two membrane of the nucleus. Okay, like this it is present, and it is not a continuous one. There are holes, or we can say the pores are there, through which the content of the nucleus passes through. If I'm drawing like this, the content of the nucleus passes through, or the passes into the cytoplasm of the cell. So this area where the gap is there are the nuclear pore. Okay, the nuclear pore, and the fluid which is present inside the nucleus, or we will be saying the cytoplasm of the nucleus, that is being named as nucleoplasm. Now, the most important thing in the nucleus is that the functional aspect. Now, student, the nucleus control all the metabolic activities of the cell, hence also known as the brain of the cell. It regulates the cell cycle, and nucleus is a storehouse of gene. It is concerned with the transmission of the hereditary trait from the parent to the offspring. Now, what is this? For or to get a clear concept regarding the, we can say the cell organelle, the nucleus and its function, we have to understand a bit. We have to understand a bit regarding the, yes, Jyoti, because it is composed of the dead cells. Okay, suppose this is a nucleus. Okay, within the nucleus, this condensed material like this, the condensed material within the nucleus, these are called chromatin. These are called chromatin. Okay. Okay, these are called chromatin. Now, what is a chromatin? A chromatin is the condensed or the condensed chromosome. The chromatin is a condensed chromosome. Okay, that is, if you are saying, I am writing again also, that is called the chromatin. Okay, my writer part is visible to all. My writer part is visible. What I have just written, is it visible? Okay, fine. Yes, okay. Yes, I got the feedback. Yes. Now, the chromatin, as I told you, what is a chromatin? The chromatin, if we are saying about chromatin, the chromatin is what is a chromatin? Condensed chromosome. Okay, it is a condensed chromosome. Okay, chromatin is a condensed chromosome. Now, student, when the chromosome will be visible, the chromosome will be visible during the time of, can you tell me, student, when the chromosome is visible? At which stage the chromosome will be visible? For this, okay, Shripati raised his hand. Shripati, you can unmute yourself.
The chromosome is visible during the cell division.
Very good. Cell division. Very good. Well said, Shripati. Yes, definitely correct. It is, or we can say at the time of cell division. Correct. Cell division, the chromosome is visible. Now, the chromosome, which you can see, now let me draw this. The chromosome, just a moment. Just a moment. Now, students, suppose, as I told you, that the chromosome is visible at the time of the cell division. So suppose you are labeling or you are plotting this, the chromosome as a rod-like structure. Okay. Now, within this chromosome, the condensed chromosome is called the chromatin. The chromosome is made up of, can you tell me? First, we will go with the proper sequence. The chromosome is made up of. Okay, the chromosome is made up of, definitely correct. It is made up of the DNA, correct. And now if you will say about the DNA, then we will be saying the functional segment of the DNA is called gene. The functional segment of the DNA is called gene. And it is the gene in which our character are bestowed, and definitely the gene will be transmitted from one generation to the next. And that is why the nucleus is the storehouse of gene, and it is concerned with the transmission of the hereditary traits from the parent to offsprings. Is it clear to all the students till this? Is it clear to all the students till this? Through the chat box, you can send me the reply. Okay, fine. Yes, I got the reply. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Yes, I have got the reply. Now, is there anyone who can, as we have discussed the nucleus, could you please share about what you have learned from the or the nucleus which we have discussed? Who can tell me about the structure of the nucleus? I'll be sharing with you the diagram of the nucleus also, so that you can explain also, or you can discuss with us the structure of the nucleus, which I have explained now. Who wants to participate first? Just raise your hand so that quickly I will select the students, or randomly from my side also I will select them. Who want to discuss the structure of nucleus, or what do you know about the structure of the nucleus? If I ask you, what do you know about the structure of nucleus? About the structure of nucleus, quickly. Okay, then I'm okay. Shripati again the same hand. Okay, no problem if Shripati is okay. Shripati.
Yes, sir.
About
Nucleus
the,
is located in the center of the cell. It is surrounded by nuclear membrane. Mm,
okay,
It is or it has tiny pores on it, which allows transfer of materials to the cell. It controls all the cellular activities of the cell. It also contains chromosomes.
okay,
It contains nucleolus. Uh, it also has a nuclear envelope.
okay. How many nuclear envelope? That means how many membrane within the nuclear envelope?
Sir, repeat the question again.
We will be saying the nucleus is bounded by how many membrane?
Sir, 2.
Okay, fine. Very good, Sripati. Well explained. Very good. Okay, very good. So definitely that was very correct, as Sripati shared with us that regarding the structure of the nucleus. Now, after this, Saloni, you can unmute yourself, Saloni, and Saloni, you answer what are the function of the nucleus?
So nucleus has a double layer covering called a nuclear membrane.
No, Saloni, my question is regarding function of the nucleus, not the structure.
Okay, sir. So nuclear play a major role in cellular reproduction,
Okay,
and it controls various cellular activities, due to which it is called brain of the cell.
brain of the cell. Okay, well, okay, very good. Okay, Saloni. Okay, correct. Yes. Okay, well explained. Now, students, after the nucleus, cytoplasm also we discussed, cell wall also we discussed. Now we will be coming to the next cell organelle first, that is endoplasmic reticulum. Now, first we'll be discussing the endoplasmic reticulum, its structure and function, and then we will be moving to the mitochondria. Now, student, first of all, the most important thing regarding the endoplasmic reticulum is its location. From the image which is visible to you, can you say that where the endoplasmic reticulum is located? Don't say that it is present in the cytoplasm of the cell. Regarding the other, or we can say its location is very specific, due to which the function of the endoplasmic reticulum is, we can say, the weightage we give according to its location. Can anyone say what is where it is present? You can see in the diagram also, the image also. It's well placed near a very important cellular part. So what is that? Okay. Okay, Shripati, you want to answer again? Okay.
Sir, it is located and over connected with the nucleus because it is a network of membranes which act as a channels and transport materials to different part of the cell.
Okay, okay. As you, Shripati, you have covered the functional aspect also, so not needed, not now, as we were only discussing the location. Okay, well, for this, I would like to give the option to all the students who have raised the hand. Okay, Jyoti, you can also unmute yourself, Jyoti. What do you want to share?
Yes, sir.
Regarding the location.
Endoplasmic reticulum is present connected to nucleus.
Okay, okay, Jyoti, okay, okay,
Bound.
okay. Next, Saloni. You can also unmute yourself, Saloni.
Yes, sir. So endoplasmic reticulum is attached with the nucleus.
With the nucleus. Okay, okay. All the students very well answer given, and very correct. That you can see in this image, which let me enlarge it also. You can see in this image. In this image, this part is the nucleus. This part is your This part is your nucleus. Okay, nucleus. And you can very well see, student, how this is the nuclear core, this is the nuclear envelope, and this part, that is the 1 minute. This part, just yes. This part becomes the tubular or the rounded structure, the tubular or the rounded structure around the nucleus, which is connected with the nucleus, is the endoplasmic reticulum. So definitely the endoplasmic reticulum is finding its continuation with the nucleus. And now we will be seeing, you can see over here, the two type of endoplasmic reticulum has been labeled. One is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum, other is a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Why and how they are being named so is our topic of discussion, which we will be doing now. So definitely the endoplasmic reticulum is a membranous network of tube-like structure extending from nuclear membrane to plasma membrane. It is absent in the prokaryotic cell and the mature RBC of the mammals. We have also discussed that in the prokaryotic cell, this cell organelle is not present. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One, definitely the rough. Why it is called rough? Because in the image you will be seeing, in the image you can clearly see over here that the rough endoplasmic reticulum is associated with the RBC, that is associated with the ribosomes, and due to this, the rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is associated with the ribosome, it is called rough. What is the function of the ribosome? The ribosome definitely is responsible for the protein synthesis. Okay, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, you can see over in this image, there is no association of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum with the ribosome, and hence it is called smooth. So definitely, if we will talk about the functional aspect, the rough endoplasmic reticulum will be involved in protein synthesis, but the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that is not involved in the protein synthesis, it is involved in the fat or lipid synthesis. Okay, so now let us discuss about the functional aspect also. If we would discuss about the functional aspect of endoplasmic reticulum, definitely it helps in transport of the various substances from the nuclear membrane to the plasma membrane or vice versa, because it acts, or you can see, since it is in continuation with the nucleus, so definitely from the nucleus to the plasma membrane, or material from the plasma membrane to the nucleus will be easily transported. RER, as I already told you, rough endoplasmic reticulum, it helps in synthesis and transportation of the proteins. On the other hand, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which is not associated with the ribosome, it helps definitely in synthesis and the transportation of the lipids. Now, students, before going into the next topic, one very important term which maximum time is being asked in the examination also, and that is the one very important term is there, which is called membrane biogenesis. Membrane biogenesis. Now, student, membrane biogenesis. As you all know, student, the plasma membrane is made up of lipid and the proteins. How do you know, student, that the plasma membrane is made up of lipid and protein? What is the name of the model and who proposed it? In last class, we have discussed. Anyone? We are saying plasma membrane. Okay, Jyoti. Okay, Jyoti raised her hand. Okay, you can unmute yourself, Jyoti.
Yes, sir. Endoplasmic reticulum helps in formation of cell
No,
membrane.
no. My question was that, Jyoti, how do you know that the plasma membrane is made up of lipid and protein? Through which model? What is the name of that model that which gave the structure of the plasma membrane as a bilayered structure? Okay, okay, Safia.
Lipid and protein.
Okay, you have said about the constituent. Okay, Jyoti. Yes, Safia, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Safia.
Fluid mosaic model.
Okay, fluid mosaic model. Good. And then again, I'm asking, okay, Safia, you can mute yourself. Uh, just a moment. Okay. Yes. Okay, Shripati, you also raised one question to you also. Who proposed the fluid mosaic model, Shripati? Who
Her
proposed?
singer as Nicholson.
Nicholson. Okay, very good. Now, student, back to our topic of membrane biogenesis. As student, I told that membrane biogenesis, as I told now, that plasma membrane is made up of the lipid and the proteins. And this rough endoplasmic reticulum help in the formation of the protein. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum help in the formation of the lipid. So the lipid and the proteins which are being produced by the endoplasmic reticulum help in formation of membrane. This is very important. Formation of membrane. This part is very important. Formation of the cell membrane. And this process is called membrane biogenesis. And this is, remember student, this is very, very significant and very, very important also, the term membrane biogenesis. Okay. So once again, I would like to interact with you all regarding the structure of the endoplasmic reticulum and its function. Quickly raise your hand so that I will get an idea also how much you have acquired. And this time the participants should be different also, the speakers, because maximum time I've seen, okay, this time Saloni raised her hand. Okay, okay, good. Okay, Saloni, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Structure and function of the plasma membrane.
So plasma membrane. So plasma membrane has a two layers called bilipid, and there between two layers there are the protein.
Just a moment, student. Yes, Saloni. Unmute yourself, Saloni. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead with
So
the
plasma.
structure and function of endoplasmic reticulum.
Yes, sir. Endoplasmic reticulum is a large network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets. It looks like long tubules or round or oblong sacs.
Okay. Okay, fine, Saloni. And regarding the function?
So function, the endoplasmic reticulum provide a skeleton framework for the cells. It allows the transfer of material from one part to the another part of the cell. Rough endoplasmic reticulum that is attached with ribosome helps in the protein synthesis, and smooth smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in fat synthesis.
Okay, very good. Well explained, Saloni. Okay, this time one more student raised his hand. Let me give him the option also. Just 1 minute. Let me check the. Yes, Siddhant. Siddhant, you can also unmute yourself, Siddhant, because this time I have seen you also want to speak. Okay, Siddhant, go ahead with the structure and the function of the endoplasmic reticulum, which we discussed just now.
So the endoplasmic reticulum is a large network of
Yes, go ahead. Go.
membrane-bound tubules and seeds. It looks like long tubules or round oblong sacs, which is also known as vesicles.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Correct, Siddhant. Very good. Yes, Siddhant. Correct. Okay. And now, students, we will be going to the next cell organelle, that is the mitochondria. Now, this is one of the very important cell organelle, as because it is the powerhouse of cell. And why it is called the powerhouse of cell? Because of the fact that it is producing or providing energy in the form of the ATP. Okay, and they are providing in the energy in the form of the ATP, and that is why the mitochondria is called the powerhouse of cell. If structurally we will see about the structure of the mitochondria is made up of two membranes. Okay, the mitochondria is made or surrounded by the two membranes. This is the outer membrane. Let me use a different color. Just a moment. This is the outer membrane, and this one is the inner membrane. Now the inner membrane is folded into numerous finger-like projections, which are the infoldings, we should say, that is called the cristae. And within the cristae, we have the matrix, and the DNA, which is a genetic material, is present within the, we can say, the mitochondrial matrix. Okay, so this is a structure of the mitochondria. Just a moment. This is a structure of the mitochondria, and this is a brief discussion on the mitochondrial structural peculiarity. It is also known as shoe-shaped organelle because of its structure, a double membrane structure with outer being smooth, porous with holes, whereas the inner membrane being thrown into a number of the folds called cristae, and they contain their own DNA and ribosomes. Okay. This is very important. They contain their own DNA and the ribosomes. And functionally, if we talk about the mitochondria, they are the site of cellular respiration, hence provide energy for the vital activities of the living cell. And they store energy releases during the reaction in the form of the ATP. That is the full form of ATP. I'm writing also the full form of the ATP. The full form of ATP is adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. This is a full form of the ATP, and this is the energy currency of the cell. Okay. Okay. With this, students, in today's class, up till this cell organelles, we will be discussing. So today's assignment for you all will be, you will be practicing the diagram of endoplasmic reticulum and the mitochondria. Okay, these two structures you will practice today. Just